The baby screamed so loud that the entire train went silent. Not a normal baby cry. This was the kind of cry that hurt your chest. The kind that made grown people panic. The kind that made everyone afraid to breathe. The sound cut through the luxury train car like glass breaking. Plates rattled. A woman gasped. A man cursed under his breath. And then, the man holding the baby slowly stood up. Every head turned. Every body froze. Because everyone on that train knew who he was. And no one wanted to make him angry. The baby screamed again, red-faced and shaking in his tiny arms. And then something happened that should never have happened. A black woman stood up, alone, and started walking toward him. Before we find out what she did, pause for 1 second. If you're watching this story right now, comment where you're watching from. And subscribe to this channel so you don't miss what happens next. Because after this moment, nothing would ever be the same. The train left the station right on time. It was one of the nicest trains in the country. Soft leather seats. Quiet music. Glass walls that showed the city sliding by. First class was full. But no one was talking. Because of him. His name was Kang Dae-hyun. Most people did not know his name. But they knew his face. Sharp jaw. Cold eyes. Black suit that looked too expensive to be real. Dark markings climbed up his neck. Old Korean symbols half hidden under his white collar. Men like him did not ride trains. They owned things. They controlled things. And everyone on that train could feel it. No one sat near him on purpose. Except for the baby in his arms. The baby was small. Too small to be in a place like this. Wrapped in a soft blue blanket. At first, the baby had been quiet. Too quiet. Then, 5 minutes after the train started moving, he cried. Not a soft cry. A painful one. The sound bounced off the walls. Heads turned. People shifted in their seats. A woman whispered, "Why isn't someone helping?" A man shook his head. "Don't look. Don't stare." Because Kang Dae-hyun did not look like a man who wanted help. His face was tight. His jaw locked. His hands were steady, but his eyes were not. They were scared. The baby cried harder. Dae-hyun rocked him awkwardly. His arms were strong, used to fighting, not holding something so small. "Shoo," he whispered low and rough. "Please." The baby did not stop. A tall man in a dark jacket leaned close. An earpiece curled behind his ear. "Sir," the bodyguard said softly. "We can stop the train. Get a doctor." "No," Dae-hyun's voice was calm but sharp. "We stay." "But..." I said no. The baby screamed again. People winced. No one moved. 4 rows back, Amara Lewis squeezed her eyes shut. Her heart was racing. Her body knew that cry. She had heard it before. Too many times. Her chest tightened. Her arms ached. She pressed her hand against her stomach and swallowed hard. 8 months. It had been 8 months since her baby boy had died. 8 months since the hospital room. 8 months since the silence. Amara was a nurse. Where she had been. She hadn't gone back to work. She couldn't. Babies cried. And every cry sounded the same. The cry on the train grew louder. Sharper. Hungrier. Amara felt tears burn her eyes. "That baby?" she whispered. The woman beside her glanced over. "You okay?" Amara nodded, even though she wasn't. Her body was reacting in a way her mind could not stop. Milk still came sometimes. Her body didn't understand loss. The cry changed. Amara sat up straight. "That's hunger," she whispered. Her hands began to shake. She stood halfway out of her seat, then stopped. She looked toward the front of the train. Toward the man everyone was afraid of. He looked dangerous. Deadly. Untouchable. And he was holding a baby who was breaking apart in his arms. Amara sat back down. "This is none of my business," she told herself. The baby screamed again. Long. Desperate. Amara stood up. Her legs moved before her brain could stop them. The train attendant noticed her first. "Ma'am?" he asked. "Is everything okay?" Amara pointed gently. "The baby. I'm a nurse. I think he's hungry." The attendant hesitated. "That passenger doesn't want help." "I know," Amara said quietly. "But the baby does." The attendant swallowed, then nodded. "Follow me." Each step down the aisle felt heavier. People stared. Some with shock. Some with warning. Some with pity. Amara kept walking. Then she saw him clearly. Kang Dae-hyun looked up. Their eyes met. Amara almost stopped breathing. His stare felt like a blade. Dark. Cold. Watching her like she was a threat. The baby cried louder between them. Amara forced herself to speak. "I'm sorry," she said softly. "I'm a nurse. He sounds very hungry." Dae-hyun said nothing. The bodyguard stepped closer. Sir. Wait, Daehyun said. His eyes never left Amara. You, he said. Why are you here? Amara swallowed. Because your baby is suffering. The word baby hit him like a punch. He looked down at the child. His hands trembled. I've tried everything, he said quietly. He won't take the bottle. Amara stepped closer without thinking. The baby turned his head toward her voice. Rooting. Searching. Amara's heart cracked open. He was breastfed, she said. Wasn't he? Daehyun's face changed. Pain flashed across it. Yes, he said. His mother died. The train felt silent. Amara's throat burned. I'm sorry, she whispered. The baby screamed again. Amara knew. She knew what the baby wanted. She knew what her body could still do. Her hands clenched. This was crazy. This was dangerous. This was unthinkable. She looked up at Kang Daehyun. I might be able to help, she said. How? He asked slowly. Amara's heart hammered. She took a breath. And then she said the words that made the entire world stop. I'm still producing milk. The train froze. The bodyguard stiffened. Daehyun stared at her like he didn't understand. You mean? He began. Amara's voice shook, but she didn't look away. I lost my son, she said. But my body didn't stop. The baby cried again, weak now. Hungry. Daehyun looked at his child. Then back at her. Are you offering, he said slowly, what I think you're offering? Amara nodded. Yes. The train rocked forward. And Kang Daehyun made a decision that would change every life on that train. But before he spoke, before he answered, before the unthinkable happened, the train lights flickered. And the baby let out one last broken cry. The train lights flickered once, then stayed on. The baby's cry cracked into a weak sob. Kang Daehyun looked down at his son. Then he looked back at the woman standing in front of him. Amara Lewis. A black woman. A stranger. Offering something no one in his world ever gave for free. The bodyguard stepped forward. Sir, this isn't safe. Daehyun lifted one hand. The bodyguard froze. The baby whimpered again, his tiny face red and wet with tears. Daehyun's jaw tightened. Where? He asked. Amara blinked. I'm sorry? Where would you do this? He asked quietly. The entire train held its breath. Amara's heart slammed against her ribs. There's a restroom, she said. Private. Daehyun nodded once. Take us there. People gasped. Whispers exploded behind them. Is this really happening? That man, he's letting her touch his child? Amara's legs felt weak as she followed the attendant toward the restroom. Daehyun walked behind her, his baby pressed tightly to his chest. The bodyguard followed. The restroom door closed. The lock clicked. The space was small. Too small for fear this big. Daehyun stood near the door, tall and tense like a man ready for war. I'll wait outside, he said after a moment. If you need anything, say it. Amara nodded. Her hands were shaking. This was wrong. This was dangerous. This was the most terrifying thing she had ever done. She took the baby gently. He was warm. Too light. Too hungry. The crying slowed when she held him. As if he knew. Amara swallowed hard. It's okay, she whispered. I've got you. She turned away, giving him privacy even in the tiny room. Her movements were careful. Professional. Familiar. This wasn't desire. This was care. This was survival. The baby rooted instinctively. For one long second, nothing happened. Amara's breath caught. Then, he latched. The sound of his swallowing filled the room. Amara broke. Silent tears ran down her face. Outside the door, Kang Daehyun stiffened. The crying stopped. Completely. The silence was loud. Minutes passed. The baby fed peacefully. Safe. Full. Alive. When the door finally opened, Amara stepped out slowly. The baby slept in her arms. Deep sleep. The kind only comfort brings. Daehyun stared. His knees nearly gave out. He's asleep, Amara whispered. He ate. Daehyun reached out, then stopped himself. Thank you, he said. The words sounded strange in his mouth. In his world, thank you was rare. He took the baby gently. The child didn't wake. Something changed in Daehyun's eyes. Something dangerous. Something soft. You did something sacred, he said quietly. Amara frowned. I just fed a baby. No, he replied. You did more than that. The train slowed. The next station approached. Daehyun pulled a card from his pocket and pressed it into her hand. Call me, he said. When we arrive. That's not necessary, Amara said quickly. It is, he replied. In my world, debts do not disappear. His fingers brushed hers. A spark jumped. Amara stepped back. She returned to her seat in a daze. Her hands still warm. Her heart racing. She did not see the bodyguards already watching her. She did not know what she had become. The next day, the knock came early. Too early. Amara opened her apartment door and froze. A black SUV waited outside. A man in a dark suit smiled politely. "Miss Lewis," he said. "Mr. Kong would like to see you." Her stomach dropped. "I thought we were meeting for dinner." "We are," the man replied. "At his home." The door behind her closed softly. The locks in the SUV clicked shut. As the car drove away, Amara realized something terrible. She had fed a mafia boss's child. And in his world, that meant she now belonged to the family. The black SUV moved smoothly through the city. Too smoothly. Amara sat stiffly in the back seat, her hands folded tight in her lap. The windows were dark. She couldn't see outside. She couldn't tell where they were going. Her heart beat fast. "Where exactly are we going?" she asked. The driver did not look back. "Mr. Kang's residence." Her stomach twisted. Residence. Not restaurant. Not cafe. Not public place. Home. The SUV turned. Then turned again. The sounds of traffic faded. Amara pressed her lips together. She thought about opening the door. She thought about screaming. But she didn't. Because the baby's face kept flashing in her mind. The way he finally slept. The way his tiny hand curled when he felt safe. She whispered to herself, "Just dinner. Just talk. Then you leave." The car slowed. She heard a deep metallic sound. Gates opening. The SUV rolled forward. Then stopped. The door opened. "Miss Lewis," the driver said calmly. "We've arrived." Amara stepped out. Her breath caught. The house wasn't a house. It was an estate. Stone walls rose high around it. Lights lined the long driveway. Men stood at different points, wearing dark suits, watching everything. The building itself was beautiful and frightening at the same time. Wide roof. Glass walls. Clean lines mixed with old Korean designs carved into wood and stone. This place did not belong to normal people. Amara felt very small. A woman stepped forward. She was older, maybe in her 60s. Her hair was pulled back tight. Her eyes were sharp and cold. "I am Madame Seo," the woman said. "Follow me." She did not smile. They walked through tall doors into the house. Everything inside was quiet. Too quiet. Marble floors. Soft rugs. Art on the walls that looked very old and very expensive. Amara noticed something else. Photos. Family photos. A man. A woman. A baby. The woman's face was gentle. Her smile warm. The baby was the same one from the train. Madame Seo noticed her looking. "That was Mrs. Kong," she said. "She passed away." "I'm sorry," Amara said softly. Madame Seo studied her for a long moment. Then she said, "You should know something. What you did on that train was not small." Amara swallowed. "I was just helping." "In your world maybe," Madame Seo replied. "In ours it means more." They stopped in front of a large room. "Mr. Kong is inside," Madame Seo said. "With his son." She opened the door. Kang Dae-hyun stood near a wide window holding the baby. He wasn't wearing a suit. Just a dark shirt, sleeves rolled up. He looked tired. Older. Human. When he saw Amara, something softened in his face. "You came," he said. "I didn't have much choice," she replied honestly. A small smile touched his lips. "Fair." The baby stirred. Then opened his eyes. And when he saw Amara, he reached for her. A soft sound came from his mouth. Not a cry. A want. Amara's chest tightened. Dae-hyun noticed. "He hasn't done that for anyone," he said quietly. He handed the baby to her without thinking. The child settled instantly. Like this was normal. Like she belonged here. Dae-hyun watched them. Something dangerous flickered in his eyes. Not anger. Attachment. "Sit," he said. They sat across from each other. The baby rested against Amara's chest, calm and warm. "My son's name is June," Dae-hyun said. "Hello, June," Amara whispered. The baby made a small sound. Dae-hyun's throat tightened. "You saved him," he said. "I fed him," Amara corrected. "In my world," he replied, "that is the same." Madame Seo stood by the wall, silent. Dae-hyun leaned forward. "I need to explain something," he said. "And you need to listen carefully." Amara nodded. "When a woman feeds a child of my family," he continued, "she becomes protected." "That sounds nice," Amara said slowly. And hunted, he added. Her heart dropped. What? Some families will see you as sacred, he said. Others will see you as a threat. I didn't ask for that, Amara said, standing. I just wanted to help a baby. I know, Daehyun said. That's the problem. The baby shifted, fussing slightly. Amara rocked him without thinking. Daehyun watched her hands. Her calm. Her care. I will protect you, he said firmly. Amara shook her head. I don't belong here. Before he could answer, a man rushed into the room. Blood ran down his temple. Boss, he said, breathing hard. There's been an explosion. Daehyun stood instantly. Where? The docks, the man replied. And 3 other locations. Amara's blood ran cold. This is because of me, she whispered. Daehyun turned to her sharply. No. Another man entered. They left a message, he said. Daehyun's jaw clenched. Say it. They want the woman, the man said, avoiding Amara's eyes. They said if you don't hand her over by midnight, they'll destroy everything. The baby cried. Not loud, but scared. Amara hugged him tight. I'll go, she said. If it stops this. Daehyun's voice dropped low and deadly. No. He stepped close to her, his hands firm but gentle on her shoulders. You are under my protection now, he said. Anyone who tries to take you will burn. The lights flickered. What? Twice. Then the house shook. A distant boom echoed through the walls. Madame Seo moved fast. Safe room, she said. Now. Men ran. Shouting filled the halls. Daehyun handed the baby to Madame Seo. Take him, he ordered. Keep him safe. He turned back to Amara. I will come back for you, he said. She searched his face. Promise? I promise, he said. Madame Seo grabbed Amara's arm. Move. They ran downstairs through hidden doors into a room deep underground. The door closed. Locked. The walls were thick. The air was tense. Amara paced. The baby slept. Minutes passed. Then, the power cut. Darkness. Gunfire echoed above. The door shook. Once. Twice. Madame Seo pulled out a gun. There's another way out, she said. If they break in, you run. What about you? Amara asked. Madame Seo met her eyes. I'll do my job. The door exploded inward. Smoke filled the room. Run. Madame Seo shouted. Amara grabbed the baby and ran through the hidden passage. Behind her. Gunshots. Then silence. She burst out into the woods behind the estate. Flames rose into the sky. She ran. A car engine roared. Headlights blinded her. Men grabbed her. She screamed. The baby cried. A cloth pressed over her face. Darkness swallowed her whole. Amara woke up slowly. Her head hurt. Her mouth tasted bitter. For a moment she couldn't remember where she was. Then she heard the baby cry. Her heart slammed. June, she gasped. She sat up fast. The room was large but old. Dark wooden walls. Heavy curtains. A soft bed that felt too fancy to be safe. June lay beside her in a small crib. Alive. Crying. Amara rushed to him, lifting him into her arms. It's okay, baby. Mom is here, she whispered without thinking. The word mama surprised her. But June relaxed against her chest like he knew. The door opened. A man stepped in. He was old. His hair was gray. His eyes were sharp and cruel. He smiled. Good. You're awake. Amara backed away, holding June tighter. Who are you? She demanded. The man bowed slightly. My name is Park Min-jae. Her blood went cold. I know who Kang Daehyun is, Park continued calmly. He took everything from me. My power. My family. He stepped closer. And now, he said softly, he finally has something to lose. Amara's voice shook. Let us go. This has nothing to do with me. Park laughed. Oh, it has everything to do with you, he said. You fed his child. He leaned down to June's level. In our world that makes you sacred, Park said. Or dangerous. June cried louder. Park straightened. Don't worry, he said. I don't hurt babies. Amara didn't believe him. He's outside, Park continued. Waiting. Her heart stopped. Who? She whispered. Kang Daehyun, Park replied. He came alone. No weapons. No guards. Amara shook her head. You're lying. Park smiled wider. He offered me everything, he said. His money. His power. His empire. Amara's chest burned. For us? She whispered. Park nodded. Yes. Tears filled her eyes. The door behind Park opened. They moved into a wide room with glass walls. Outside, under bright lights, Dae-hyun stood alone. His suit was torn. Blood stained his face. But his back was straight. His hands were raised. Amara ran to the glass. "Dae-hyun," she screamed. His head snapped up. Their eyes met. Relief flooded his face. "You're okay," he breathed. Park laughed. "Touching," he said. "Now sign." A table appeared. Papers spread out. "Everything you own," Park said. "And I let them live." Dae-hyun didn't hesitate. "I'll sign," he said. "Just don't touch them." Park sneered. "You think I'll let you live after that?" He pressed a gun to Amara's head. June screamed. Amara's heart froze. "No!" Dae-hyun shouted. In that moment, everything happened at once. Amara slammed her elbow back. The gun fired. The shot missed. Glass shattered. Dae-hyun moved faster than anyone thought possible. Men burst in. Chaos exploded. Amara shielded June with her body. Shots echoed. Park screamed. Then, silence. Dae-hyun stood over Park. Gun in hand. Park knelt, bleeding. "Do it," Park spat. "Be the monster you are." Dae-hyun raised the gun. Amara stepped forward. "Stop," she said softly. He froze. She met his eyes. "If you kill him," she said, "you lose yourself." June whimpered. Dae-hyun's hand shook. He lowered the gun. "Take him away," he ordered. Park was dragged out, screaming. The danger ended. Dae-hyun rushed to Amara. He pulled her and June into his arms. "I thought I lost you," he whispered. She cried against his chest. "I'm here," she said. "We're here." Days later, the world changed. Dae-hyun walked away from the underworld. He handed his power to another. He chose life. Weeks later, Amara stood by the ocean. June giggled in her arms. Dae-hyun knelt beside her. "I want to build a real family," he said. "With you. If you'll stay." Amara looked at the man who had chosen love over power. "Yes," she said. They built a new life. A quiet one. Full of laughter. Full of healing. And one day June said his first word. "Mama." Amara smiled through tears. She had lost one child. But love had found her again. In the most unexpected way. The end. Backhand index pointing right. Subscribe to this channel to support our growth. Speech balloon comment below. What part of the story touched you the most?